In this lecture, we will discuss the Leibniz notation for derivative. Also, we will discuss the famous theorem, differentiability implies continuity. If y equal to f of x function, then the derivative f dash of x can be written in the Leibniz notation as dy by dx. This is called the Leibniz notation. Or we can write dy by dx like this, or df of x divided by dx, because y equal to f of x, or d by dx of f of x, etc. So these notations are called Leibniz notation. So for a function y equal to f of x, the derivative f dash of x may be written in the Leibniz notation as dy by dx, or this dy by dx, or dy by dx of f of x, etc. For the function y equal to f of x, the value of f dash of x naught, value of f dash of x naught, that means the derivative of f at the point x naught, the derivative of f at the point x naught can be written in the Leibniz notation as dy by dx at x is equal to x naught, or dy by dx at x naught, okay, or d by dx of f of x at x naught, etc. That is, the derivative of f at the point x naught can be written as dy by dx at the point x naught. So this is the Leibniz notation for the derivative. For example, if we know the area of a circle A is equal to pi r square. Okay, area of a circle is A equal to pi r square. So we have dA by dr is nothing but pi into derivative of r square is 2r, that is 2 pi r. So we can use this notation dA by dr here. So here the dependent variable is A and independent variable is r. Okay, so it is called this notation dy. This is called dy by dx, or the derivative of y with respect to x. Derivative of y with respect to x, or dy by dx. Another example is, if y is equal to 4x square minus 3x plus 2, y equal to f of x equal to this, then dy by dx is equal to, or f dash of x is equal to 4 into x, derivative of x square is 2x, so 4 into 2x minus 3 into derivative of x is 1 plus derivative of 2 is 0. So this is equal to my 8x minus 3. Now next question, find the slope, find the slope m of the graph y is equal to square root of x at x is equal to 4. Okay, so we need to find the slope of the graph y equal to root x at the point x is equal to 4. We know for a graph slope, for a graph of a function, slope is nothing but the derivative. Okay, so we have f of x y equal to f of x is equal to square root of x. Therefore we have slope is equal to m, which is equal to dy by dx, or f dash of x, which is equal to 1 by 2 root x, because y is equal to, or we can write d by dx of root x. We already know that this is equal to d by dx of root x is 1 by 2 root x. Okay, so at the point x equal to 4, we have at x is equal to 4, we have slope is equal to, for m is equal to dy by dx at x equal to 4, which is 1 by 2 into root of 4, that is 1 by 2 into 2, that is 1 by 4. Next one, find the velocity v of a bus whose distance function is whose distance function is t cube. So we need to find the velocity v of a bus whose distance function is t cube. So let the distance function be denoted by y. Let the distance function be y. Therefore, y is equal to t cube. Therefore, velocity is nothing but the derivative of y. Velocity is equal to dy by dt. This is equal to d by dt of, because y is a function of t. Okay, so but d by dt of t cube, which is equal to 3t square. Next, we have an important theorem. Differentiability implies continuity. Differentiability implies continuity. Now the statement of the theorem is, if f dash of x naught exists, if f dash of x naught exists, then f is continuous at x is equal to x naught. Okay, that is, continuous means limit x approaches to x naught, f of x is equal to f of x naught. So the theorem says that if f dash of x naught exists, that is, if f is differentiable at the point x naught, then f is continuous also at the point x naught. Okay, that means differentiability of a function at a point implies the continuity of that function at the same point. Okay, now how can we prove this? Given that f dash of x naught exists, okay, let delta x is equal to x minus x naught. Therefore, we have x is equal to x naught plus delta x. Let y be our function f of x. Now, since delta x is equal to x minus x naught, we have, or x is equal to x naught plus delta x, we have delta y is equal to f of x naught plus delta x minus f of x naught. Okay, that is delta y. Now, since we are given that f dash of x naught exists, that is, f is differentiable at the point x naught. Okay, since f is differentiable at x naught, that is, f dash of x naught exists, right? We have f dash of x naught is equal to limit x tends to x naught delta y divided by delta x exists. Okay, this limit exists because f is differentiable at x naught, which is given in the statement. Okay, so f dash of x naught exists, that is, limit x tends to x naught delta y by delta x exists. Now we have to show that f is continuous at x naught, that is, we need to show that limit x tends to x naught f of x equal to f of x naught. We need to show that this limit is equal to f of x naught. Equivalently, we need to show that limit x tends to x naught f of x minus f of x naught uh, is equal to 0. Okay, we need only to show that this. Okay, so this is equal to, that means, so therefore limit x tends to x naught f of x minus f of x naught, limit x tends to x naught f of x minus f of x naught is equal to limit, we have delta x is equal to x naught plus delta x. So as x tends to x naught, we have since x is equal to x naught plus delta x, as x approaches to x naught, we have delta x approaches to 0. So this is nothing but delta x approaches to 0. F of x is nothing but f of x plus delta x minus f of x naught. Sorry, f of x naught plus delta x minus f of x naught. This is since x is equal to x naught plus delta x. Okay. Now this is equal to delta x approaches to 0 delta y. Okay, now this is equal to, we are just dividing and multiplying by delta x. So this is limit delta x tends to 0 delta y divided by delta x into delta x. Okay, this is by replacement rule. We have limit of this is equal to limit of delta y divided by delta x into delta x. Okay, so this is equal to limit delta x tends to 0 delta y by delta x into limit delta x tends to 0 delta x. Okay, that is by product rule for limit. So this is nothing but we know we are given that this limit exists, that is limit delta x tends to 0 uh, delta y by delta x exists. Okay, this is actually yeah, this is the definition. It is delta x tends to 0, right? So f dash of x naught is equal to limit delta x tends to 0 delta y by delta x. So we are given that this limit exists. So this is f dash of x naught into limit delta x tends to 0 delta x is nothing but 0. Okay, so this is equal to 0. Therefore limit delta x tends to x naught f of x minus f of x naught equal to 0. Therefore limit x tends to x naught f of x minus f of x naught is equal to 0. So we have limit x tends to x naught f of x minus limit x tends to x naught f of x naught is actually f of x naught itself, because f of x naught is a as a particular value. Okay, a value of f at the point x naught, so it's a constant. So by constant rule it is equal to f of x naught. This is equal to 0. Therefore limit x tends to x naught f of x equal to f of x naught. That is, therefore f is continuous at the point x naught. So we suppose that f of x is differentiable at the point x naught. So and we obtain that f of x is continuous at the point x naught. So if differentiability implies continuity. Therefore, if f is differentiable at the point x naught, then f is continuous at the point x naught. Now the converse of the above theorem is not true. That is, continuity at a point of a function does not imply the differentiability at that point. That means f is continuous at x naught does not imply f is differentiable at x naught. Okay. For example, question show that f of x is equal to mod x has no derivative at x naught is equal to 0, but it is continuous. So we have the converse of the above theorem is not true. That means continuity of a function at a point x naught does not imply the differentiability at a point x naught. Okay. For example, f of x is equal to mod x. We know the graph of the mod x is this. Okay, at this point 0, we know this function is continuous at every point. Okay, but it is not differentiable at the point 0. Okay, that is what is we need to we need to prove. Okay, so here f of x is equal to mod x. So we have limit for this is for continuity. Limit x tends to 0 f of x is equal to limit x tends to 0 mod x, which is equal to mod 0, which is equal to 0. This is nothing but because f of 0 is mod 0. limit extends to 0 f of 4, f of x is continuous at x is equal to 0. Actually, at any point x naught, it is continuous because limit extends to x naught, f of x is equal to limit extends to x naught mod x, which is equal to mod x naught, which is equal to f of x naught. Okay, we can prove at any point x naught it is continuous by proving limit x tends to x naught for an arbitrary point x naught. Limit x tends to x naught, f of x or mod x is equal to mod x naught, which is equal to f of x naught, right? So we can prove that at any point x naught it is continuous. Okay, so particularly it is continuous at the point 0. Now we are going to prove that it is not differentiable at the point 0. So at the point 0, f dash of 0 is equal to, we have by definition f dash of 0 is equal to limit delta x tends to 0 f of x naught plus, this is actually we know f dash of x naught is equal to this f of x naught plus delta x minus f of x naught divided by delta x. This is the definition of the derivative of f at the point x naught. So by using the definition, f dash at 0 is equal to, when we put x naught by 0, we get limit delta x approaches to 0 f of 0 plus delta x minus f of 0 divided by delta x. Okay, so this is equal to limit delta x approaches to 0. We have our f of x is mod x. F of x is equal to modulus of x. So f of 0 plus delta x is nothing but f of delta x. So f of delta x will be mod delta x. Clear? Minus f of 0 is mod 0 divided by delta x. So this is equal to uh, limit delta x approaches to 0 mod delta x divided by delta x. But we already proved that this limit does not exist because we already proved that limit x tends to 0 mod x by x is, does not exist because when x approaches to 0 from left, it will have the value minus 1, and when x approaches to 0 from right, it will have the value 1. Okay, so in a similar way we can see that the left limit and right limit of this limit are not equal. Okay, that is when delta x approaches to 0 from left, that is the left limit, it will have the value minus 1, and from delta x approaches to if delta x approaches to 0 from right, then it will have the value 1. So this limit does not exist. So we can write as delta x approaches to 0 from left, or delta x is less than 0. When delta x is less than 0, then this will have the value minus 1, and as x approaches to 0 from right, that is delta x is, when delta x is greater than 0, then f dash of 0 will have the value, or this limit will have the value 1. Okay, so this limit is not unique. Okay, this is actually because delta x more delta x by delta x is, we already discussed this uh, uh, in the previous lectures. Okay, so we have therefore the limit f dash of 0 is equal to limit delta x approaches to 0 mod delta x is not x's. Therefore, f of x is equal to mod x is not differentiable at x naught is equal to 0. So at the point x 0, f is not differentiable. That is, mod x is not differentiable, but it is continuous everywhere. So continuity does not imply differentiability. But the theorem says that differentiability implies continuity. These are some problems to do yourself.